Snowflake provides a parameter called order or no order when specifying auto increment for a column, or also known as identity column. But what role does it play when running the copy command for a large amount of data, and if we specify no order classifier or a value, does it improve the copy command performance for those table which has identity column? And that's what we are going to explore in this tutorial. When we specify order as a value for auto increment column, it means that the values generated for sequence or auto increment columns are in increasing order, or if the interval is negative, it will be in the decreasing order. However, when no order value is specified, it means that the values are not guaranteed to be in any order. We will take an employee table and run three scenarios. The first scenario is to copy large data set into a table that has auto increment column but has no order or no order value or a classifier attached with it. Second scenario will have same table structure but auto increment column will have order value, and the third scenario will have the auto increment column with no order value. And we will check the overall query performance using query profile screen and see the difference and conclude should we use no order flag to improve copy performance when we have identity column in our table. Welcome back to my channel Data Engineering Simplified. The hands-on exercise covered in this video can be tried in your free trial account. Create an Enterprise Edition instance on AWS so you can access all the features enabled without any issue. If you have any technical questions, need architectural advice, wants guidance on starting or migrating legacy to Snowflake kind of a data project, do not hesitate to reach out to me on my Instagram account. Many talented Snowflake developers are learning and growing quickly. If you would like to join this exciting journey, be part of my exclusive Facebook group. I am curious to have you on board. You can scan the QR code or find the link in the description section below to join this exclusive Facebook group. So, let's start. First, we will quickly review the employee data structure and load them into the stage location. I am in my Snow site and this is my first worksheet where I am going to create file format, stage, and I am going to load the data using my SnowSQL CLI. So let me quickly change my context. So my context got changed successfully. Since I am going to use a CSV file, I need to create a file format called my CSV format, and it has skip header equals to 1. Field delimiter is comma. Okay, so let me create this file format. So my file format created successfully, and I am going to create a stage called emp_stg under my learn.public schema. So my stage is also created, and let's quickly see if I have any data in my stage or not. So I do not have any data available in my stage location. I already have a lot of CSV file in this location, and let's quickly review the CSV file. So this is the structure of my employee CSV file, which has employee ID, first name, last name, email address, and designation. Each employee file is having 10,000 employee, and I have total 1000 employee CSV file. So I am going to connect to my SnowSQL CLI, and from here I am going to load all the employee.csv file into this stage location. So this is my put command, which will pick all the CSV file from my CSV location and put it under emp stage CSV context. Auto compress equals to false and parallel value equals to 50. It may take a while, so let me start this command and I will fast forward. Let me see if any data set is loaded or not. So data is being loaded. So I have got 401 CSV file loaded so far. 747, 927, maybe few more. So it took 66.935 seconds. I have got the successful message. Looks good. Now let me rerun this command. So I have total 1K data set. So this is my last file 999. Okay. Now let me run this select statement with dollar notation, which will fetch all the data set using this CSV file format from this stage location. It may also take a while because it will list all the files and then finally show the data on screen. Here I can see I have a total 1 million record, and designation I need to typecast it, and here I have specified the file name and the row number. So now let me rerun this. To run the select statement, I am using compute virtual warehouse. For running the scenario, I am going to create different virtual warehouses so it does not use the caching from each other. So we have reviewed our employee file, we have loaded the data into the stage location, and we have also queried the stage location using dollar notation. In the next part, we are going to create 3 different employee table with the same structure, and then we will run the copy command. In the part 2, we will create 3 employee tables with and without order/no order classifier. This is my second worksheet where I'm going to create 3 different tables to simulate 3 different scenarios. Let me switch my context. It is done. So this is my first employee table named EMP01. The first column is called ID, which is having a flag auto increment. There are 5 columns which is matching my employee structure, employee ID, first name, last name, email, and designation. And I have added 2 additional columns which is called stage file name and stage file row number. Okay, now let me quickly create this table. So my table is created, and let's see how the DDL structure looks like. So if you look into the DDL structure, the ID column has got data type number 38 by 0, auto increment start 1 and increment by 1, and automatically it has got another value called order. Now I am going to create another table called EMP02 with flag order, and here on the line number 32, when I am creating this table, the ID column has got auto increment followed by order value. Now let me create this table too. Let me run my get DDL command. It also says auto increment start with 1, increment by 1, and the value order is available. So the case 1 and case 2 are exactly same. So we don't. Now I am having my employee 03 table with a flag no order. So if you see the line number 53, it is ID number auto increment and the value is no order. Let me create this table. Let me run get DDL. And if you look into the ID column, it has no order flag. Looks good. Let's run show table. So I have employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, and all of them are transient table. And this is the comment. Retention duration is 1, change tracking is off, and rest of the parameters are exactly same. Looks good. So I am going to create 3 virtual warehouses to run case 1, case 2, case 3. So let me create these virtual warehouses. So I created 3 virtual warehouses, and when I'm going to run my copy command from a stage location to the table, I'm going to use this explicit virtual warehouses. Part 3, we will run the copy command and validate the result and conclude whether copy command run faster for order or no order values. Now this is my no flag copy command. I'm going to use case 1 warehouse. Let me run this. And let me resume this warehouse using alter statement. So it is already running. I can see a green icon here. This is my second worksheet where I am going to use warehouse 2, and it is running a copy command on employee 2. And if you look into the copy command, it is pretty straightforward. I am using the dollar notation, and here these are my column names which is going to be populated as a part of a copy command, and my auto increment value will be created automatically. And if I look into my third worksheet, it is going to use third warehouse, and I will run all the copy command one side by side, and we'll see the performance. So I'm going to execute the first copy command here, and it may take a while because we have a lot of file in this stage location. In case if I have any error, it will continue without loading the file. So let me start this copy command on employee 01 table, and if you look into the line number 29, it is loading the data from the same location. So my copy started. Going to the next worksheet. Here also it is loading the data on employee 2 with the same location. The copy also started, and this is a case, the third virtual warehouse. Let me resume this, and now let me run the third copy command. So my first copy command got completed. It took 12 seconds to load the data, and I don't have to look into everything. If you look into the execution, it took roughly 8 seconds to load the data. In the second, if you look into the execution time, it took 8.4 seconds to load the data. Listing took 4 seconds. And if I go to the no order, it took the least amount of time, that is 4.7 seconds, and listing the external file took 2.8 seconds. Looks good. Let's view the query profile for second case. So this is with value order, and it took 8.4 seconds to load the data. If you see the next gen where my sequence key is generated, it took 5% of the total time. And I am also opening the query profile for third case. It took 4.5% of the total time. The total execution time is 4.5 seconds. Okay, pretty impressive. So it is pretty evident that employee 02, where the value is order, is taking longer time than the employee 03, where the flag is no order, because no order does not guarantee the order of the sequence number, and that puts a little bit of overhead while running the copy command. Now let's see how the data looks like. Select star from employee 02. So this is all the employee 0, and it is loaded from employee 1. So if you look into the employee ID, each of the employee ID has got a slightly different numbers, and they are pretty much in order. So here everything is start with 1, 2, 3, 4, but on the other side it is start with a very different number. So if you are not worried about the order of the values and more worried about the performance, then you can certainly use no order for the table where the column has auto increment or identity flags. So we have seen all the scenarios: case 1 without any classifier, case 2 with order classifier, and case 3 with no order classifier. And we have seen the performance of copy command when we load large amount of dataset into these 3 different employee tables. Snowflake tables hold many key insights. To become a Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse Pro, make sure to catch all the videos in this playlist. Thanks for tuning in to this quick tutorial. If you have found it valuable, hit the like button. By doing so, YouTube will serve up more Snowflake content from my channel to help you on your Snowflake learning journey. Happy learning and keep on growing.